Australia, one of the world's most developed and geographically unique nations, stands at a critical turning point in 2026. Known for its vast landscapes, strong economy, and high quality of life, the country is currently navigating economic pressure, global political tensions, and domestic challenges that are reshaping its future. Located in the Southern Hemisphere, Australia is both a country and a continent. Its capital city is Canberra, but major population and economic centers include Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. The country operates under a parliamentary democracy and constitutional monarchy, with Prime Minister Anthony Albanese leading the government under the Australian Labor Party. In recent years, Australia's economy has faced a complex transition. After the global inflation surge that affected most developed nations, Australia also experienced rising prices. Inflation peaked in previous years, but has now moderated to around 3 to 4% in 2026. However, this is still slightly above the target range set by the Reserve Bank of Australia. To control inflation, the Reserve Bank of Australia increased interest rates multiple times. Higher interest rates mean that mortgages, business loans, and personal credit have become more expensive. As a result, many Australian families are feeling financial pressure, particularly those with home loans. One of the biggest domestic issues right now is the housing crisis. Property prices in cities like Sydney and Melbourne remain among the highest in the world. Rental prices have also surged due to limited housing supply and increased migration. Many Australians feel that home ownership is becoming increasingly difficult, especially for younger generations. Despite these challenges, Australia's labor market remains relatively strong. Unemployment is low compared to global standards. However, wage growth has not always kept pace with rising living costs. Many middle-class families report feeling financially squeezed, even though the overall economy remains stable. Energy policy is another major focus. Australia is one of the world's largest exporters of coal and natural resources, yet it is also rapidly expanding renewable energy. Solar and wind power projects are growing quickly, and the government is pushing toward long-term emissions reduction targets. Climate change remains a serious concern, especially after devastating bushfires in recent years. Now, let's turn to Australia's international relations. Australia maintains one of its strongest alliances with the United States. Through the AUKUS Security Pact between Australia, the United States, and the United Kingdom, the country is investing in nuclear-powered submarine technology to strengthen defense capabilities in the Indo-Pacific region. This agreement significantly increased Australia's strategic role in regional security. However, Australia's relationship with China has been more complicated. China is Australia's largest trading partner, buying significant amounts of iron, ore, coal, and agricultural products. Yet political tensions have emerged over security concerns, foreign interference allegations, and Australia's call for an independent investigation into the origins of COVID-19. Although trade restrictions imposed by China in previous years have eased somewhat, strategic distrust remains. Relations with Russia have also deteriorated. Australia strongly supported Ukraine following Russia's invasion and imposed sanctions on Moscow. In response, Russia classified Australia as an unfriendly nation. Diplomatic relations remain strained. In the Middle East, Australia traditionally maintains close ties with Israel. However, recent conflicts in the region have sparked internal political debate and public demonstrations within Australia regarding its foreign policy stance on Palestine and Israel. There was also diplomatic tension with France after Australia canceled a major submarine contract in favor of the AUKUS agreement. Although relations have since improved, the incident highlighted how strategic decisions can reshape international partnerships. Domestically, immigration is another major issue. Australia relies heavily on skilled migrants and international students to support economic growth. However, increased migration has added pressure on housing, infrastructure, and public services, contributing to public debate. Looking ahead, Australia faces several key challenges. Controlling inflation without pushing the economy into slowdown. Managing housing affordability. balancing trade with China while strengthening security ties with the United States, transitioning to renewable energy while protecting export industries, maintaining social stability amid rising living costs. Despite these pressures, Australia remains one of the most stable and